Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm super excited for us to be here today. I'm excited about spring. I love spring. I'm excited about our topic, rebirth. Rebirth is a catalyst of transformation. It takes place within us. Rebirth always has a significant positive impact on what you become and transform into, really. And we do this at different times in our life. The other thing that rebirth does is it impacts the people around you. They may not always accept how you are up leveling, but rebirth always brings with it new people into your life that will resonate with your life. Rebirth brings in new opportunities to feel joy and experience more happiness, to live life more fully. Have you ever noticed that there is always a cycle happening within and around you? Mm-hmm. When you experience the feeling of shifting internally, that's a catalyst that I'm talking about. That's a catalyst of rebirth and transformation. It might be a catalyst to end something in your life, to end a self-sabotaging pattern, to end an addiction to things that don't serve you anymore, behaviors and patterns. Rebirth may be a catalyst in a relationship, to rebirth an old story. We often need to experience an ending in our life. And when one door closes, that is also a signal that new beginning is ready to happen and a new door will always open. We are consistently navigating change in our life. We feel loss when we experience the fragility of life, how fragile it is. When we feel lost, when we question ourselves, when we feel stagnant. Anybody ever feel stagnant? Right? But in reality, we have an opportunity to choose to experience an awakening, a rebirth. Rebirths can be experienced again and again in our lifetime. It's not a one-time thing. But first, you must be open to what rebirth and transformation is all about. It means it's a process of letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, like old stories that have become your identity. Yeah. This takes an honest perspective from the inside out to view through this lens. When we can reframe these stories, it allows new ones to come to fruition. First, have faith in the timeline of your life. Your process is unique to you. Trust in divine timing for you. It's real and it's part of your life. Let's think of a caterpillar. We know that a caterpillar must let go of its old form, its shape that it's grown accustomed to, and completely become undone in this transformation. And it's being called to transform into a new embodiment of what is possible for them. They go from crawling on the ground to transforming into the body that gives them flight through their wings to soar, to experience a new perspective. How often in your life would you love a new perspective? The caterpillar experiences a rebirth of life and a rebirth of renewed vital energy. When you undergo your own stage of metamorphosis, oh my goodness, it will allow you to experience a new perspective on life with renewed energy and life force. A rebirth brings an alignment with your passion, purpose, and values. Rebirth relinquishes your old identity and ignites expansion and empowerment. But how do you know when it's time to embark down a path of self-renewal? Ask yourself these things. Do you crave growth right now? Are you craving a little change? Do you feel uninspired in your life, bored, or just blah? Are you afraid of the world around you? Do you feel you've reached a plateau? Do you feel you've gone down the wrong path in love or career? Or perhaps your soul may be searching for its divine purpose. Is there a chance you're holding on to negative energy that causes you to experience exhaustion and a deep feeling of discouragement? All of these things can make you feel like you're wandering in a barren wilderness. But all of life's challenges are actually opportunities in disguise, where your old stagnant energy dissipates as new life energy. Here are some ways to release old self to experience rebirth. 1, take a step of faith. That's right, take a step of faith. You have it within you. Rather than trying to get everything in place before you start something new and important, how about allowing God and the universe to lead you and allow the plan to evolve? 2, consider this quote by Buddha. Each morning we are born again, and what we do today is what matters most. Essentially, exercise your power of choice, your power of free will, the power of decision, the power of yes. Every day you have the freedom to choose. You can accept acceptance over hate. A lot of hate in the world. You have a choice. You can choose forgiveness over revenge. You can choose growth over stagnation. 3, reorganize your priorities and reevaluate your commitments. Where are you spending your time? Allow yourself to let go of the past to make room for new. And when we hold on to the past, new things cannot come in. Period. 4, commit to making decisions that you've been putting off or procrastinating. 5, challenge your limiting beliefs about yourself and about how you think things should be. Oftentimes, that's where our stories come in, because we have a belief it should be a certain way. Renew your social group. That's right. You really need to evaluate who you choose to surround yourself with. Are they people who lift you up when you change? Are they people who bring you down because they have a fear of you changing, because it makes them feel uncomfortable? Evaluate the people you hang out with. 7, reframe your attitude about what happens to you. Each time you experience a rebirth, you are closer to discovering your reason for being. And each experience gives you yet another magical opportunity to further develop your unique sense of self and divine purpose. I am very aware of the world we are living in. I call this time period on planet Earth disruptive. We are experiencing a disruption time period, and not just in the world around us, but in each one of our own personal lives. What we used to tolerate, we are finding ourselves much less tolerant of. Even the people we have hung around for most of our life or the last few years, we might not be finding that much joy around them anymore. It's not that they are doing anything different or anything wrong per se, but you are changing. You are being called in disruptive time, and sometimes we need disruption for change within us, or we don't. We get too comfortable in our day-to-day life. Even though we aren't particularly happy, we at least know what the day brings, right? So when things begin to be disruptive in our life, we're really being called for change. We are being called individually at this time in our lives to change. And now is the time to embrace a rebirth. So I'd love to integrate this knowledge of rebirth and transformation with a visualization. Now, this visualization is hypnosis. And it's hypnosis that takes you into a visualization to allow my words to guide you specifically so that the subconscious can get on board with the conscious mind. So I'm going to put a cloth over my camera, because I want you to be in your head, visualizing the words and feeling them as best you can. All right? When I'm done, I will come back. On the replay, this will be produced so that you'll have something to look at. But if you're here with me live, it's going to be a blank screen, okay? You'll hear my voice. You just stay with me, all right? So that, because what I want for you in this visualization is I'm going to gently guide you to move forward with your life, to let go of what's keeping you feeling held back, so that you can open yourself up to the amazing possibilities of success and what that means in your life, right? It means something different for all of us. To embrace healthy relationships. All relationships are being challenged right now in this disruptive time in some way. And I want you to have the ability, if you're in a career or a job that's not fulfilling, that you can have the ability to increase your joy at work, increase financial abundance. Okay? So, let's begin. Now, with your eyes closed, and preferably with your feet on the ground, take a breath of air into your lungs, filling your lungs to capacity and hold. On the exhale, release the day's tension and all your worries. The next breath is a stomach breath. Breathing into your belly and expanding it to its capacity. As you imagine a cord attached to the inside of your belly button and the other end attached to your spinal cord. On the exhale, I want you to sense, feel, and imagine that this cord is pulling your stomach back to your vertebrae. A little bit more. There you go, activating the central nervous system of your body. That's beautiful. One last breath. Filling your lungs to capacity as you imagine your breath continuing up into your brain and continuing it up all over. So activating the right and left hemisphere of your brain and activating the cells of your body to release what doesn't serve you anymore. Now, returning your breath to a normal flow as I count from 3 to 1. 3, you are becoming more deeply relaxed. 2, the sounds around you always allow you to go deeper relaxed. 1, you sense, feel, and imagine you are in a quiet forest, standing among endless rows of tall redwood trees, where their height hides the sky. Noticing a pathway that seems inviting and curious to you, you begin to walk forward on your path, feeling the trees envelop you in love as they stand over you. As you move along the path, you hear the sound of the sticks snapping beneath your shoes, the shuffle of the leaves, and the rhythm of your breathing. The forest is so peaceful and silent. You see the pathway begins to extend outward as you approach a clearing in the forest. In the vast open space stands a single large tree. It's majestic and strong. Its branches are full and reach up and outward, creating a beautiful canopy of shade. This tree represents your lineage, your roots, your familial family line. You sense and feel this tree, your family, has been expecting you to arrive. Approaching the tree, you feel so much love radiating towards you. With all the love being poured out, you begin to feel lighter from your feet to your head. outstretching your arms, you touch the trunk of the tree with your hands, feeling its bark beneath your fingertips and hearing the tree whisper to you, trust, surrender, let go. Wrapping your arms around the tree, you and those you are embracing, all who have come before you in your life, feeling this within you, you turn and sit down on the ground, feeling supported as you lean against the tree. Becoming aware of your ancestor who's standing before you. She identifies herself as having lived 100 years before you. You intuitively close your eyes as she desires to show you a vision of what a rebirth of transformation happened in this forest 100 years ago. She tells you it's only a past vision that serves as a metaphor, but you are safe right now. Then, in your mind's eye, you see the forest of 100 years ago. It's burning brightly. The roots of the tree that you're sitting against begin to speak to you energetically, asking you to let go now of old pain, old stories, old people, and relationships that don't serve you. Let go of those feelings of being stuck, immovable, those patterns of procrastination and avoidance. All these things that are blocking you from moving forward in your life. You are aware the vision is symbolic of your present day self needing to let go. You are aware that your ancestors and the roots of the tree are beckoning you to let go of who you were. Then you repeat these words out loud. I am ready. Repeat, I am ready. You feel the release of no longer carrying the weight of past beliefs, letting go of the negative opinions and judgments of others. And you feel letting go of fear. Now repeat out loud, I am ready for rebirth. Again, I am ready for rebirth. As you say the words, you sense, feel, and imagine a beautiful shiny gold rings forming around the tree and encircling you. Yes, you feel strengthened. Yes, you feel more courageous. And yes, you are feeling renewed. You feel so free. Your ancestor asks you to open your eyes. Upon doing so, she reminds you that everyone, including you, is meant to have a rebirth many times in their life. You begin to see the forest with new eyes. A forest that has now come alive just as you have, renewed and transformed. You feel complete in your renewal for now, and now it's time to leave your ancestral tree of transformation. But you are aware in your heart and your soul that you are welcome back here at any time. As you stand and begin to walk back, you hear new sounds of birds chirping. Everything has been transformed. Everything is in a rebirth, has been rebirthed into a chanted forest that feels simply magical. You relish in the new you, in the magic of the forest, the calmness in the center of your soul. You feel revived. You feel rejuvenated. You feel reborn. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, I will count from 1 to 3, and you will come back to your original space with clarity and inner peace. 1, bring your awareness back to your body. 2, activating the cells in your body with a new integrated soul's truth and self-acceptance in this rebirth. 3, eyes wide open, as you are now fully accepting of receiving the answers you seek. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's integrate this rebirth, right? Because I really want you to trust what comes next in your life. Rebirth doesn't end with the release. It begins a new chapter of alignment as you've opened yourself to renewal. You may feel new ideas, subtle nudges, and inner knowings rising within you. This is your intuition speaking, the quiet wisdom of your soul guiding you towards the life you're meant to live. We are never meant to stay right where we are. We chose this path of earth, this body, this time period of life, because it's what was best for us. So trust that you have within you everything you need. But in a world of noise, trusting your own inner voice can feel very uncertain. That's why now is the perfect time to go deeper with Trusting Your Intuition meditation. This powerful audio experience will help you strengthen your connection to your inner guidance. It's so important for us to trust right now in our world our own intuition, our own body, our own inner guidance, so that you can move forward in this rebirth process, not just renewed, but confidently leading you by your own inner truth and intuition. Let your rebirth be your beginning of living by instinct, not obligation. So many of us live by obligation. Childhood conditioning, inherited patterns, right? Let your next steps be inspired, not second-guessed. Trusting your intuition to easily walk forward with clarity and trust now. Because you are part of my group here with me today, I want to show you gratitude by giving you an exclusive discount link with $50 off, reducing this price to just $47 for this powerful transformation. If you've listened to my audios, you don't have this one, more than likely. This is all about intuition, inner knowingness. I'll pop the link below, or just leave me a comment if you can't see it. And finally, for those of you that really want to go deeper and create a lifelong shift, I've just released tickets to my next fully immersive workshop event on July 19th, where we will spend the day together. Some of you sign up every time I do it. You are always welcome. It is a day of healing. It is a day of rebirth. It is a day of transformation. And it's something that I really love to do, because whatever's holding us back doesn't have to stay there. And it doesn't mean you're necessarily stuck completely in life. It might feel that you're waiting to reach your next pinnacle of life, and it just isn't happening. So if you want to reach your next level of success, no matter what that is, if you're ready for love, if you want the courage to get a new job, if you want to learn more, just let me know. But don't delay. I do offer VIP hot seats in this event, and they are strictly limited to 4 people. So these tickets are going live now. So I want you to imagine what your life would be if you could say yes to things, and you do say yes to things that really offer lasting results, that offer transformation, that offers, like, I like to think of it like what used to be hard doesn't have to be hard anymore. What causes you to take 2 steps forward and then pause and then takes 3 steps back due to sabotaging patterns or lethargic energy or to complete exhaustion, let's get rid of those frequencies. Let me teach you how to do it, or let me do it for you. That's what I'm there to do that day. I am sending you so much love and grace and gratitude for being part of my world, because I love it and I love you. I love my path. I love who I am, and I love the work I do, and I would love to share it with you. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. I'll come back, I'll answer them, and I'll put the link here. I'll put the link here for everything. Okay?